I've become really busy this year very quickly. I like being busy, it makes me feel happy and it makes me feel fulfilled, but it means that my reading is suffering a little bit. I have recently started trying to begin the path to be a professional photographer, which has involved shooting my first ever wedding as a second shooter last week and booking in my second ever wedding in the coming months, which I'm really excited about. And I'm so glad this is happening. It's been something that I've wanted to do for a long time, and I think the fear has kind of got me. It's maybe a combination of like fear of failure and the fear of kind of financial responsibility on something like that as well, because I have a mortgage and I don't want to lose my home, and all of that kind of thing is scary, but I have gone for it and I am so buzzing. But it means that I'm so busy at the moment, and I'm not like burnt out or anything. I'm really good at taking breaks, but my reading I think is suffering a little bit, because in the evenings when I've had a really long day, I come home, I sit on the sofa and I tend to just rewatch Stranger Things or watch The Walking Dead or Grey's Anatomy. I want to rewatch Bridgerton, you know, like all these TV shows are taking up more space in my brain because it's an easier form of escapism for me, because I just sit and just fall into my sofa and I don't have to think about anything else. Books, of course, are a form of escapism, but I feel like, you know, they're one that involves a little bit more brain power. So, haven't been reading as much, but I do have some books that I want to read in this vlog that I'm hoping will make me feel a little bit less slumpy. So the first one is The Defense by Steve Kavanagh. I don't know what book in the series this is, but it's in the Eddie Flynn series. I think it's one of the first ones. I have read 50/50 and 13 by Eddie Flynn and completely read this series in a silly order, but it's a really fun series. It's following Eddie Flynn, who is a lawyer. He gets a different case in every book. In this book, he is representing a potential murderer who is threatening him to take on the case and telling him that if he doesn't get the outcome they want, that he will kill him. So it's all jolly, very high stakes, a lot of tension. Steve Kavanagh's writing is just very fun thrillers, so I find them quite easy to read when I do have a lot of other things going on, because I just want to keep going with them. And it's the kind of books where you finish a chapter and you're like, okay, I just need to read one more, just one more, because I need to know what happens. The other book was a recommendation from my mum. This is Marion Key's Sushi for Beginners, and I am obsessed with the cover, the colour scheme, and the little sushi in the corner. It's so cute. This is following three friends who come from New York to Dublin to find happiness and end up going through some adventures on the way. It's meant to be very funny. That is what I wanted. I wanted something that was just going to be easy and light, not really massive stakes, but just something that was going to make me laugh, and apparently Marion Keyes is perfect for that. So these are the two books on my radar for the next week or so. It's a Wednesday when I'm starting this, so I don't really know how long this vlog's going to last, but I wanted to hold myself accountable in vlog format, so that's what this is. The other week I did a vlog that was very like slice of life, nothing big was happening and it was just chilled, and you guys seem to really like that, so this is probably going to be a little bit similar, with the focus of me trying to actually sit down and read in this reading vlog, which is shocking, I know. My plans for the day have gone a little bit sideways, but I have managed to film an unhaul video, and I need to go do a food shop now, and then I've got a friend coming over for dinner tonight, and then we're going to a pub quiz, so it should be a good rest of the day. And then I'm back at work tomorrow. I've had some time off over the Easter break, so I'm gonna have that lovely jarring feeling when you start back at your job and kind of forget what you actually do for a job. I got book mail, which means book mail books came in the mail, hey! I am very excited about this. This is a book that I've already read, but it just came out and it is fantastic. Ta-da! This is the reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson. I went with the red sprayed edges. WATERSTONES had a choice of black or red, and I just thought the red looked really cool and just stood out a little bit more. But oh my gosh, this book is so good. I'm so excited that this is finally out. I've read this a couple of weeks ago, and I've been waiting, and it feels like it's the longest wait, even though it has only been a couple of weeks, because I need to discuss it with people. It was so good. This is following our main character whose mum has gone missing 16 or so years before the events of this book, and then her mum rocks back up and she has a story to tell about what happened to her, and her daughter doesn't believe her and tries to unpick this story. My chair is slowly moving me away from the camera. So she's trying to unpick what's happening here. There's so many twists and turns. It's so compelling. It's so addictive. I enjoyed it so much. And I'm very excited for more people to be able to read this. Also, there is an audiobook for this available on BookBeat. If you would like to listen to that for free, I have a link down below to get a 2-month or 40-hour free trial of BookBeat. It's a rep link, so it's working in advertisement with BookBeat, but that is a link down below. But oh my gosh, honestly, yes, this book is so good. I'm so excited for more people to read it. Anyway, I survived my first day back at work. I remembered what my job was, and now I am going to shockingly stream some Zelda. I am still obsessed with that game. It's Friday! I always forget that I have the ability to work from the sofa, so guess what we're doing today? Working from the sofa. It is Friday after work. I am just about to go live with my Patreons. I'm going to be reading and finishing The Defense, which is the first book in the Eddie Flynn series. I wasn't sure if it was the first or second because we get given a lot of information that gives context to future books that I kind of already know because I've read future books. But it's the first book, so at least I am finally actually reading the first in this series, even though I've read it in a completely jumbled up order. But anyway, we are about to go live. Plot twist, I finished whatever the book I was reading by Steve Kavanagh was called, The Defense. Gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. It was fine. I think if I'd have read it in the right order, I would have liked it more, but I already knew a lot of the stuff that was happening, so I kind of spoiled it for myself, but that was fine. The plot twist is that I started Sushi for Beginners, and it's a book. It was written in the year 2000, and it is full of vapid, narcissistic, self-centered, superficial characters. The women are not women I want to read about, and they are also kind of flaky when it comes to being walked over. The men are ruling the roost, and this is meant to be about these 3 women and their journey, and maybe they grow a backbone at some point in the book, but maybe they don't. Honestly, it just kind of screams meh to me at the moment, and I am not really wanting to read it right now, which is a shame because I bought it with the intention of it being my next read to try and make me feel a little less slumpy. I'm not DNFing it. I'm going to keep the bookmark in. Maybe I'll revisit it. I don't know, but it's definitely aged from when it was written, and also it's really chunky, so if I cannot bring that with me today, that's not such a bad thing. It does mean I have to pick a new book and I don't know what to pick, so please help. Priority is something kind of skinny, preferably, so that 1, not too daunting for the slumpy feels that I'm still in, and 2, is easy to bring with me. I could read something on my Kindle, obviously, as well, but I fancied a physical read. I'm not sure if I fancy like something kind of horror-y. I mean, I've read quite a few of the smaller horrors. Oh my god, my horror shelves, they're such a mess. Just pretend you don't see any of this. Kind of horror thrillery vibes going on here, a little bit of a mix. I don't know what I'm fancying, and I have like minutes to decide, so that's great pressure. Maybe something in here. This is going well. I was looking at the Paper Palace, which has been on my TBR for a little while now. Also, hi. But I don't know if it's I don't know what I fancy. This is not good. I never come down here. This is like my clever mystery, slightly dark academia-y. I don't really know what this is, but I don't come down here often. I read this book years and years and years and years and years ago, and then I bought 2 more books by the same author because I enjoyed this one so much. Maybe I should look at the blurbs for these. I mean, they're not exactly skinny, but they're so dusty. Hang on, let's look at these. Okay, I feel like I kind of fancy this one. This is, I don't even know what it's called, The Orpheus Descent by Tom Harper. As I said, I read The Book of Secrets years ago by Tom Harper and really enjoyed it. But the blurb of this one, it sucks me in, and that is what I need at the moment. 12 golden tables sit in museums around the world, each created by unknown hands and buried in ancient times, each providing the dead with the route to the afterlife. An archaeologist, Lily Barnes, working on a dig in southern Italy, has just found another. Then Lily vanished. And then Lily vanishes. Has she walked out of her job, her marriage, and her life? Her husband Jonah refuses to believe it, but no one can help him. Not the police, not the secretive foundation that sponsored her dig, not even the circle of friends. All Jonah has is belief and determination to do whatever it takes to get Lily back. But Jonah will discover that not everyone who journeys to the place where Lily has gone can return. Okay, we're doing this. It's not skinny, but as I said, I want something I fancy. For size comparison, it is skinnier than the Marion Keys. Also, I think I'm going to bring my film camera with me, so I'm just going to pack a bag. The benefit of an already battered up book means that I don't need to think about fitting into a book sleeve, so I'm just going to pop it straight in the bag, one-handed, a little bit of a challenge. And me film camera. Oh my god. Why does this feel like the most difficult thing in the world to do it one-handed? Okay, there we go. Apparently it's warmer outside today, although it looks bloody windy, so I'm hoping I don't get caught out, but I'm upgrading to my spring jackets and I'm very happy about it. I'm doing a road trip to Scotland next month with some friends, and it's quite a long drive. So we've been making a shared playlist, and it's got like 600 songs on it that is a complete mix. Everything is on there, and I have not stopped listening to it, so I'm going to be listening to that. I should listen to an audiobook. I'm in the middle of an audiobook. I want to keep listening to it, but I want to listen to this playlist more. Also, win on the weather. It is a bit windy, but it's like a warm wind, so spring. It's here. I'm calling it.
thought it meant laugh off the food. I love juice. Just here?
Yeah, you can move him out a bit.
It's so magnetic.
Despite being in one of my favourite cities for book shopping today, I did not visit a single bookshop, but I did visit a cute little game shop that neither Katie or I knew existed, but I'm so glad that we found it because Lord of the Rings playing cards! Focus on the playing cards. Look at them. I also got travel chess. So I am going to be doing a road trip at the end of May from the south of England all the way up to the Isle of Skye in Scotland. It's going to be with the same people that I went to Vietnam with, so Katie, Jacob and Tom. I'm so excited about it, and I really wanted to get some new playing cards because when we were in Vietnam, we bought playing cards out there and they were interesting. They had art on the back of them, and then printed on top of that art was like a children's game. Not really sure what it was, but there were different things printed on the back of each card, so it kind of became a point where you knew what each card was because of the picture that was printed on the back of it, so it was a little bit difficult to play certain card games. I do have other decks of cards, but I honestly have no idea where they are, so when I saw these I was like, yes, you are coming home with me. I got the travel chess because my sister and I have been playing a lot of chess together recently. She really loves the Queen's Gambit. I have not yet watched it. I know I really need to. I feel like it's the kind of thing I would really like, but I picked up this travel chest for when we travel to Cyprus in October together. We're going on a family holiday and I just thought that this would be fun for that, and also probably for the Scotland road trip as well. I am now going to drive home. I've got some food in the back. I'm going to just have a chill evening and watch a film. I'm also enjoying that book so far that I've completely forgotten the name of, the Orpheus something. I've forgotten the name, but I am enjoying it so far. I've read like 25 pages. Happy Baldur's Gate Day. I am playing Baldur's Gate for the first time today, and I'm very, very excited about it. I'm going to be streaming it, and I'm sure that I'm going to spend many, many, many hours in character creation. But I'm really excited. If you don't know what it is, it's a kind of D&D inspired fantasy role-playing turn-based game. That's probably not doing it nearly as much justice as it deserves, but it is so expansive. There's so much to do. There are so many ways to explore it, and I have been so excited for so long, and I've been waiting for the right time to stream it, and it is now. Also, update on this book, really enjoying this, nearly 100 pages in. It's making me want to go to Italy in the summer. I visited Rome years ago in November and it was still really warm, but I want to experience an Italian summer somewhere that looks over the ocean, and just, oh, it's giving me those vibes so hard. Even though it's like a kind of dark mystery book, it's still got this atmosphere that feels really calming at the same time, so it kind of offsets it, which is interesting. It's also flicking between modern day and also, I can't remember the year exactly, hang on, 389 BC. So we're initially in ancient Greece and then going over into Italy. So it's also got a lot of conversations about philosophers and things in it as well. So it's a clever mystery. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm going to nip into town, grab some lunch for today, and then I'm gonna stream. It's happening! I am about to start my first ever playthrough of Baldur's Gate and I'm so excited! No. I got my ice cream, I got my book, I got my live show with Gavin. I am a happy gal. Well, when I woke up this morning, it was a lovely sunny day. I opened the windows. I was very excited for the sun. Now I have to go out and it is raining again. Anyway, I'm filming episode 2 of Cover to Cover today, which I'm very excited about, but I wanted to give you a quick reading update for The Orpheus Descent. I feel like people are sleeping on this author. This is by Tom Harper. There he is. This is a great, clever mystery, and The Book of Secrets, which is also by Tom Harper that I read in 2018, is another great, clever mystery. If you are a Dan Brown fan, or even if you maybe want something that's kind of like Dan Brown but not Dan Brown, then this might be for you. It's got the clever entanglement of the historical mystery entwined with the modern day mystery. It does go chapter to chapter, like it changes time frame, time zones. Every chapter is following, oh my gosh, one chapter is set in the modern day, and then the next chapter will be set in the historical timeline, and then it'll go back to the modern day. You know, that's what I was trying to get out of my mouth. So it definitely is slower in pacing because of that, because as soon as you make progress in one timeline, you go back to the other one, but each timeline is giving more context to the overall mystery. It has me very intrigued. I am liking it. I feel hooked. I also really like the atmosphere. It's kind of got like a dark academia atmosphere to it almost, but like more like a dark research academia, because that is what they are doing. They're archaeologists, and this is all centered around research and things they found. I'm really liking it. I think it's good. Would recommend. I am a happy gal for 3 reasons. 1, it is Friday. 2, I have got both my balcony doors open. It is warm and it is sunny and spring is here. 3, the Bridgerton season 3 trailer is so good. I'm so excited to have the balcony doors open and I can hear the birds. It just makes me so happy. Spring is here. Summer is coming. I love this time of year so much. I am going back to my family home this weekend. My mum and I are going to be doing some gardening tomorrow, which I'm really looking forward to. And then on Sunday, I am seeing her perform in a rock choir concert, which will be really cool. I'm on a work night out tonight and I'm going to play a little bit of Baldur's Gate before I go, which I am enjoying so much. It is so fun and so immersive. It's a little bit complicated and a lot of a learning curve, but I'm having a great time with it. So that is the plan. I'm going to read some more, let you know when I finish the book. I think that's probably when I'll end the vlog, but I've got a little under halfway left and I am really enjoying it, really gripped, and I feel like I'm getting a little bit, maybe a little bit out of my slump. So I just watched my mum perform in her rock choir performance and then went to Wagamama's. We do not have a Wagamama's in my town and I love it. It's one of my favourite restaurants, so anytime I'm near one, I will take the opportunity to go. And I was reading my book and I just rested it like flat down on the table. Didn't realise I dipped it in the kimchi. So now I have a kimchi book. So I bought some plants at the garden centre. I was gonna pop them outside today. Some of them are for my balcony. This one is a lavender for my balcony, and then a campanula, which is looking like a bit of lettuce. And then this one, which I think is gonna hang. I'm not really sure, but this is a sedum. And then I got a goosefoot, because my goosefoot in my bedroom has not survived the winter. So many of my plants did not survive the winter, so I got that. And then this one's a lemon balm, which I'm going to put on the ledge there. I love plants. I have a lot of plants, but yeah, as I said, a lot of them did not survive the winter, so I feel like I'm slowly replacing the ones that died. But I think this is going to look really cute on my balcony. And then I've got this little hanging pot on my balcony as well that has had a gap in it for a little bit because one of the plants died like a year and a half ago. So these two are going to go there. I can take care of plants, I promise, just sometimes they do not make it through. Look how cute she looks. I love new plants, they make me so happy. I finished my book. Am I at my reading slump? I mean, I feel like maybe I'm getting there. Maybe that was massively helped by a trip to the bookshop I took last week for Cover to Cover. I got so many books there that I am so excited about reading, and I feel like that is spurring me along a little bit. But this book, this was a mystery. It was entwined between the past and the present. That entanglement kept going throughout the whole book. I definitely feel that slowed the pacing down a little bit, and for me made it feel a little bit less exciting because I wanted to follow the modern day storyline more and find out what had happened to this missing woman. But I think it was really interesting. I think if you are at all interested in philosophy and the origins of that, I think you'll find this really interesting. It has some really clever discussions, and you can see that reflecting from the past into the present. I did enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I was going to when I started it. I thought it was going to hook me in a lot more than it did. I felt like by the end I just more wanted to know than I actually cared and invested in the characters' outcomes. But I had a good time. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. I don't feel like it quite did what I wanted it to in terms of getting me out my slump, but I do feel like I'm slowly edging my way out of the little slump hole I've been sat in. I don't even know how long this vlog has gone on for, but I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've had a good time coming along on this few weeks with me. We've done some gardening, we've read some books. I can't remember what else we did, but I hope that you enjoyed watching. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.